Okay, in this section we're going over fractional equations. Okay, our first problem. We're going to solve 2 over x plus 1/4 equals 3/4. Now this is similar to the last section. However, in this case, we're going to have, in this case, our least common denominator is going to include the variable, because if we look at our denominator, our LCD, or our least common denominator, would be 4x, okay? So it's going to be 4x. Now remember, we're going to multiply this entire equation by 4x, okay? Now, okay, so let's do it. So 4x times 2 over x really looks like this. It looks like 4x, times 2 over x. Now, this is pretty easy. This is just 4x times 2. That's 8x. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite that. It's 8x over x. Okay, that's easy because these cancel out, and so it just becomes 8. Okay, so when we distribute that, this 4x to this guy, remember the answer is 8. Okay, now we're going to distribute this 4x times 1/4. Now remember, that looks like this: 4x times 1 over 4. Now these 4's cancel out, and we don't really need that 1. So all we've got left now is the x. So this becomes 8 plus x. Okay, and then we're going to distribute this 4x times 3/4. So it looks like this. Looks like this: 4x times 3 over 4. Now these 4's cancel out. So now we have just x times 3, so that becomes 3x. So equals 3x. Okay, so here's our new equation. 8 plus x equals 3x. Now we want to get x by itself. Now we have variables on both sides of the equation. So we're going to subtract x from both sides. Now I'm left with 8 equals, so 3x minus x equals 2x. Want to get x by itself, get rid of the 2, divide by 2 on both sides, and now we're left with x equals 4. There you go. Okay, next problem. Okay, let's solve 6 minus x over 4 minus x equals 3/5. Okay, so in this case, our least common denominator, let's find our least common denominator. Well, in this case, it's 5 times 4 minus x. So it looks like this: 5 times 4 minus x, like that. Okay, so we're going to multiply this entire equation by 5 times 4 minus x. Okay, now this looks pretty complicated. It's actually not, okay? Because when we multiply or distribute this guy to this fraction, it looks like this. If we had to rewrite it: 5 times 4 minus x times 6 minus x over 4 minus x. Now this isn't in parentheses, but let's just say I did put in parentheses. It looks just like this guy, so we can actually cancel out this 4x and this 4x, and we are left with 5 times 6 minus x. So So 5 times 6 minus x. Okay, I'll bring that down. And then now we're going to multiply or distribute this, multiply it with 3/5. So if I rewrite it, it really just looks like this. 5 times 4 minus x times 3 over 5. Okay, and now we can cancel out those 5's, and now we're just left with the 3 times 4 minus x. So I'm going to bring that down. 3 times 4 minus x. Okay, I'm going to erase this just so it doesn't look so complicated. Okay, now by looking at this, we can see that we've got two distributive properties going on here. So let's go ahead and do that. So 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times negative x is negative 5x. Okay, let's distribute this. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times negative x is negative 3. Okay, now we have variables on both sides of the equation. So I am going to, I'm going to maybe add 5x on both sides. 5x on both sides. Gets rid of that. I'm going to move this up here. So now we have 30 equals 12 plus 2x. Okay, want to get x by itself, got to get rid of the 12. Okay, 18 equals 2x. Divide by 2 on both sides. Now we're left with x equals 9.